Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode in Poland. So, I wanted to show you how the progress on the new shed is coming along. And we are currently, well, in the wall stage. So there are gonna be two personal entrances and two garage entrances or vehicle doors. There's gonna be a few windows at the back and on the side, which I do think it's perfect, but yeah, this is how it looks in this very moment. We do have to provide another 8 pallets of cement bricks to continue with this stage. The tourist houses are still coming along. I do think they're already building windows, yes, that's true. Okay, so windows, doors, and probably beds and stuff like that is getting mounted in as we speak. Look at that. How beautiful. Aren't those storks? Awesome. Look at our tourist village coming along. Beautiful. I'm very happy with this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check on our cement mixer and see there are close to 4 pallets. So I think I'm gonna take 2 pallets down so the workers can continue with construction. And when we have another 2, we're gonna bring those 2 and we're gonna be halfway through our today's demand. Okay, I've taken 2 pallets out of the production. So as usual, our faithful Universal is going to do the job. And we're on. So hopefully today's transport job is gonna be a bit more on point than the last one was. We actually lost the pallets. Luckily they were sturdy enough to not get any damage, but it's better to not even you know, expose the bricks to forces of nature like that, like forces of inertia and forces of gravity. Okay, so in the morning while I was drinking coffee in my trailer, I was looking at some used vehicles that are available and I want to look with you again. So this is the used vehicle market, local one. So there are a few tractors that feel very tempting, but sadly it's currently out of my price range because I'm gonna have to buy quite a lot of wood still. Now, there is some kind of a mower here. This 3.4 meter wide. I could get a mower like this. This is up to 4.2 meter wide. Excuse me, accidentally stepped out. What I do need is this. This is actually a front loader bucket specifically made for picking up root crops from the ground. And it's good because it lets the soil fall through. So you pick up the potatoes, for example, and the soil falls back onto the field so you don't scoop it up too much. There is this animal trailer. I am kind of looking to get one because I will need to transport animals when I build a pasture. Okay, this is another, but this one is smaller. This one only holds 470 liters as opposed to this one that holds 630 liters. Okay, so next, this trailer looks very tempting. And what else? I know I've seen something. Oh yeah, there's another mower over here. This one's only 2 meter wide, but it's actually good for a small tractor. Then there's this mower. It's 40% off. This one is 3.5 meter and it requires 70 horsepower to run, which actually would be a good suit for my current equipment. Is there anything else? Like it is. This one is probably for the vineyards. If I'm not mistaken, this one is for the vineyards, but I'm not that far yet. I'm gonna wait on that front, but yeah. So do I take the plunge and buy these machines, or do I wait? I'm kind of thinking of waiting a little bit because it's still a long way until I get my shed built. I don't want to have equipment out exposed to hail and weather. So yeah, I'm gonna do it like this. Okay, in any case, I have to bring a whole bunch of materials back from the sawmill because I need a huge amount of planks, long planks, maybe even wood beams. I can't really remember on the top of my head this very moment. So I'll check what needs doing and I'll go take care of that. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the best. Alright, so I checked the blueprints and the next stage is going to require 2 pallets of wood beams. And then the next stage is going to require 1 pallet of long planks, and it's already going to be the roof tiles. So after I finish with the concrete brick production, I will have to start producing roof plates. I can make them here in my own cement plant, so that's a good little treat. Yeah, this is really helping a lot that I can produce things on my own. And I have already called Noah. I have told him of my requirements and kind of chuckled a bit. Because yeah, every time I said I'm not gonna fit everything onto the trailer, and I meant it, and I think I think it's gonna be the same yet again. So you know what, I'm gonna park this here and I'm gonna take the older Zitter, the bigger one, for the transport mission. Okay, in any case, I will not show you the loading again because, or maybe just a few snippets, because you have seen it plenty of times and I don't want to bore you. I should find something else more interesting to show you. Right, thank you, Noah. So, paid 18,787 euros for the materials. Now, the rundown is I still need to provide 2 pallets of wood beams. That is in total 2,726. I have to provide 15 pallets of long planks. That's for the roof and for the doors and whatnot. So that's altogether 13,620. And I have to provide 4 pallets of regular planks, short ones, for 2,432. Yeah, that's exactly right. So that totals to 18 grand. Okay, so loading time. Playing with the sketchness, I never know what the half is. You got to pay to play. I'm gonna go in prison one day for for what I'm doing here. But I managed to load everything. Yeah, this is borderline illegal. Probably prison worthy. And it feels pretty heavy. I'm flooring the tractor right now and we're barely even... Well, we're moving. I shouldn't diss this tractor. What is he doing? His best. That's one of the best replies you can give when someone asks what's he doing. Especially if someone is struggling. Now the good thing is I won't have to unload this manually because it's going to go straight into the construction yard and the workers can take it off themselves. I just have to position it on the unloading zone and yeah, everything else is going to be taken care of. And man oh man, it's another hot day. We are already at 28 degrees Celsius and it's only 10:30. Oh, I'm sweating like a stug pig. Okay, unloaded everything off of the trailer. The workers were very helpful and look at that. This is gonna be the height of our doors for vehicles. It's gonna be pretty high. I'm very excited about it. Now I do have to make sure that I provide more concrete bricks. In the meantime, you can wait over here. Let's see the state of our production. Hello, dear. Goodbye, dear. Alright, and we're just about to run out of stones. I have to order another delivery and I still have to pay for the one that was delivered this morning. And we're gonna have 2 pallets. We need 4 still, so let me call the quarry and order another load and pay for both of them. So another 3,680 paid for the quarry. That's 1,800 twice. And we have 2 pallets of bricks. There's a third one in the making. So we need 2 more to finish this construction. And then we're gonna be on to roof plates. Yeah, I will say that I have been salivating over some new tractors quite profusely. I think that's the word. I wouldn't say I was salivating hard, but it was quite drool fest, yeah. And I still have to think about buying some more land. Because I'm gonna have to have some kind of a meadow to produce hay for our animals. And I'm also gonna have to... Well, that's coming quite a lot later on. But I'm gonna have to make some oat for the horses when we have them. That's not our top priority. But yeah, so while we're at it, let me go check our tourist village. We can actually call this a village now, I think. Okay, and in progress. No, it doesn't look like it. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna make myself something to eat and another cup of coffee. And we'll see each other in a jiffy. Okay, so we are at 2 pallets of concrete bricks. And that's gonna fulfill the requirement for this stage of the building construction. And I have switched the production to start producing some roof plates. I already have a half a pallet in. Excuse my camera. This is sketchy. Sketchy as heck. Okay, better. So yeah, 5 pallets of roof plates, and I believe that's gonna be it for this building. So all the rest is going to be labor, and I'm not really involved in that at all. So let's just drop this here. And I have been on the phone with Mr. Pavel. If you've forgotten, he's the farm owner that we helped the first day we came here with some spilled crops because his trailer flipped. And since it's gonna rain, I'll park this into the barn just to keep the seat dry if I'm gonna use it later on. Yeah, so in the beginning of this episode I did say that I'm interested in buying that scoop for ground crops, but I kinda changed my mind because I've seen that they have even bigger one that handles around, I think it's 700 liters in a scoop. So I'll probably be using that one, even if I have to pay a bit more. The other thing I have to kinda sorta make sure that I take care before we start the harvest is I wanna have a bigger trailer. Right now my trailer consists of 4 cubic meters or 4,000 liter trailer, which is not the most you can get. That's basically pretty small. So I'm gonna be in the market of having a bigger trailer. On the other hand, since I'm gonna be dumping quite a lot of potatoes straight into my cellar, I don't want to have an articulated trailer, because you know, articulated trailers are a mess to reverse, especially if you are trying to hit a small target like that cellar door. So yeah, that's another thing I'm gonna have to keep my eye open for. But otherwise, I think we're pretty set for the potato harvest when it arrives. The next crops are gonna have to be probably some carrots, even though I'm not sure how I'm gonna get the carrots out of the ground, because oops, the road I have to take. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna get those carrots out of the ground, because it's a different kind of process than with potatoes. So yeah, we'll have to see how we go about it. But yeah, if we're gonna have horses, or better said, when we're gonna have horses, we are definitely gonna have to have some carrots to feed them. At least that's what I read. I read that horses love their carrots. So yeah, gotta oblige them. Okay. Let's go find Mr. Pavel and a few words with him. And have him tell me where the field he's mowing is. Very nice path here. Extraordinary. Right. Coming back with the keys. This is the mower he showed me. And he said that I can use this Fiat. It's gonna be the best choice for today. Wow. Okay, I don't think that's very good for the engine, but I'm gonna start it again and pay close attention to the sound of turbo when it starts. Listen carefully now. Yeah, boy. Boy. Yeah, the whistling. And just about perfect. Is it perfect? It is. Let's lift you up and fold you up. These mowers are pretty nice for transport because they fold up neatly behind the tractor. I really don't like those mowers that swing behind and they're kind of in line with the tractor. You know what I mean? Is that a Highland cow? Okay, I gotta go look. This is an electric fence. Everybody, I think that's a Highland cow. Yeah, it is. Such a majestic creature. Come here. Let me pet you. No, don't go away. Come here. Aw, man. Okay, I'm terribly excited now for the cows in my place. Okay, road is clear. So supposedly I need to take a left over here and then a right. And I can sure overtake me. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, excuse me. I'm complaining at one person and I do a worse thing. Not even a second after. Okay, I said that when a road goes right, I have to take that. And then I should find field needs mowing. And I do think this is it. Let me... Nope, not it. This is a small one. He said it's quite a big one and it has a tree on the side. This should be it. Let me have a quick check with Mr. Pavel if this is good. Yeah, this is good. That's the field. PTO. But if that ain't a screaming mower, I don't know what is. Hey, do I think I'm going too fast? Probably not. This looks like the end of the field. The borders between fields are really not obvious. But we'll manage. This is a good tractor. Even though I do feel it's kind of big for my operation. I should probably have something smaller. Even though, to be honest, I do want to have some sort of a more modern tractor, you know, something like, I don't know, Lamborghini. Not to be, you know. It has nothing to do with car Lamborghini. Well, it does in company, but it's really not a sports car, but it's a very well-made tractor. So yeah, maybe something like that, maybe a Valtra, maybe even Fendt. Fendt is pretty strong in this country. Valtra, I think when it was still Valmet, it was Polish or Czech. I may be completely wrong, but it originated from somewhere around here, and Valtra, I think it's Finnish now, so from Finland. Well, now I'm gonna just follow the line I cut out and hopefully I can get this done. There is a bit of rain forecasted for later on, but I do believe we're gonna be finished before it comes. And it looks pretty good. Good. So almost at the end. After I'm done with this, I'm gonna go clean up the headland. And we should be done for the rain. It's good. I don't know why Mr. Pavel made the decision to mow his grassland before the rain comes, but well, he's been farming this land for decades, so he must know. Who am I to doubt him? Okay, so let's set ourselves at the beginning. Yeah, I gotta say, this tractor is so much fun to drive. I know I said I'm kind of looking towards having something more modern, a bit more flashy and stuff like that, but on the other hand, you don't have a big operation, and having a big tractor on my farm, small little tourist farm that only is gonna cater to a few animals, I don't know if it's even worth it. I might have a look, and if I can find myself some kind of a Mercedes tractor. I heard they were pretty good. You know, I can then say that yeah, of course, I'm a successful man. I drive a Mercedes. Like, duh. Like, duh. I'm trying not to go over that field. Yeah, pretty good tractor. Very happy with my opportunity that I had to take it for a spin. And it's very loud. Granted, it does have a nice chrome exhaust. It's gotta be loud. And the turbo is whistling like mad. That's always nice. I remember I used to work as a delivery guy for fresh fruits and veggies for different restaurants and hotels. And that was pretty neat. I had, I think it was around 15-year-old van back then. It was a Fiat Jumper, a big one. And it had, if I'm not mistaken, it was 2.4 liter diesel, or was it 2.6? Maybe it was 2.7. I don't know from the top of my hand. I admit, kind of forgot about that. But when you started it up in the morning, it had the exactly same whistling sound as this tractor has. Like, pitch perfect. And when you took it on the road and it whistled underneath you, granted, I know that's bad. That means that something was wrong with the turbo, at least on that engine. No, actually, I remember it was 2.8 liter JTD. Yeah, it had so much power, like torque. It was amazing to drive. And if I loved my job, it was back when I drove that van. Those Fiat engines, those were great. Hairy cows. Love it. Love it. Can't wait. I really do plan and hope that I'm gonna have my barns all built and ready in spring, so that I can quickly make some feed for my animals, or maybe even if I have to buy it, I'll buy it. But yeah, let's put it all back where we found it. So today, the same as the previous episode, I'm gonna end my day here at Mr. Pavel's. He's a great guy, and he has so much information about farming and everything. It's really a joy to listen to his stories. So yeah, I can leave it open. Be leaving this way. Thank you all for watching. I hope you had fun. Next time, let me run undercover. Next time we're continuing with the construction. I will have to have more stones delivered, but otherwise I do believe we are getting pretty close to the end of our shed requirements. So then we just have to watch it get built. Maybe if I have time, if I get lucky, I might start paving the road or the pathway in front of the tourist houses. We'll see. But yeah, if you wanna see, stay tuned. See you next time. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.